Hey everybody, so I just did something really silly. I just recorded about 5 minutes and realized I never actually hit the record button. So I'm going to try this again. Oh, first, also, hold please. What do you think of my onesie? It's amazing. I love it in all its glory. It's so comfortable. Okay, so today I had actually planned on doing an update to my video yesterday because, per usual, Jehovah's Witnesses took a scripture out of context. And so I was going to do an update, video 2 to that, but tonight's just not the night for it. I will do it this week, just not tonight. Today, I would really like to focus on mental health awareness, anxiety, bipolar, depression, doctors, prescription medicine versus natural remedies. I have a lot of friends that use marijuana as their remedy for anxiety and depression and etc., etc. So I have all three of those items I mentioned: anxiety, depression, and I'm bipolar. I am on prescription medicine, and I don't think I will ever go off prescription medicine. It has helped me be the best version of myself. Hi. You checking it out? You don't like the hat? So, it has helped me become the best version of myself. It is not for everyone, and I respect that 100%. But within the last few days, whether you use, and I just want to say this, whether you use prescription medicine or you use a natural remedy, it doesn't matter. You are going to go through ups and downs. You're going to have days that are good, days that are bad, weeks good, weeks bad, months. It just depends on your personality. It depends on your own situation. For me, I'm a little bit more of a roller coaster. Some days, or sometimes it's days. And sometimes it's weeks. Lately, it's been more days than weeks, and it's been difficult because I am shunned. I am properly shunned. I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I disassociated myself, and when you disassociate, you leave the organization on purpose. You're treated just as if you were excommunicated, disfellowshipped, tossed out. You are shunned. They are no longer allowed to have communication with you. This includes majority of my family, including my mother. It includes all of my ex-friends and just relationships. So when I left, I knew what was going to happen. I knew that I would lose everyone. And that's a lot to deal with. It's been a couple of years since that happened, and for the most part, it's been okay. I have, a really good life. I'm very happy. I have great friends. I have an excellent job. I have fantastic animals that are right up in my face. But that doesn't put aside the fact that family members especially, and old close friends, have decided to never speak to me again. And when I say they shunned me, it is an over-the-night situation. I mean, it happened immediately. So, a week ago, I ended up speaking with one of my ex-friends, and they had decided they hadn't fully cut ties. They had, we weren't really friends anymore, in the fact that we didn't really hang out. It was occasional checking in, how are you doing, that kind of thing. Our dogs would have play dates. But they've decided to officially cut ties. And it is because of my activism. It's because of my YouTube, writing a book, having a Facebook page, putting out there that I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness, ExJw. And so all of this leads to mental health, and you want to be extra careful of how it is affecting your day to day. So for me especially, I noticed that it was causing a desire to have manic episodes. I fought really hard for 2 days because I had the desire to do all the unhealthy things you're not supposed to do. I wanted to randomly buy a ticket and go out of state. I wanted to buy a ticket and randomly go out of the country. I wanted to get in my car and just drive to the middle of nowhere with no destination, no plan, tell no one where I'm going. I wanted to go buy anything and everything. I wanted to go online shopping and max out my credit card, or go to the grocery store and buy all the unhealthy things. And all of these desires, these wants, it is part of a manic episode. It's something that is very hard to control, and for the most part, a lot of people can't control it. Fortunately enough, I've been very, very regular and on top of my prescription medicine, so it helped. It doesn't make all those things go away, though. So, knowing what I was going through and the state that I was in, that was a Friday. I had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and I explained to her what had happened, what was going on. There were some things that had happened previously. Of course, there's the stress of Russia and Ukraine, and, will they start sending more troops over? I have friends that are military and army, and, are they going to get sent over? So there's additional stress that's played into this, and I was so happy to meet with my doctor and explain all of this, and we've upped my medicine for the time being. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it is one of the best solutions for me at this time. And I don't see that as a weakness in any way whatsoever. In fact, I think it's a very responsible move. I think it's very wise to talk about it. I responded to the person who had shunned me. I responded to social groups on Facebook. I put a YouTube video out there saying how I didn't want to be silenced. I don't want to stop my activism. And my doctor, she encouraged me. She actually agreed that I needed to block out the unhealthy people in my life. And if that means blocking everyone on social media, telephone, text message, email, YouTube, whatever it is, block them in any form you possibly can. And you can always unblock somebody. It doesn't have to be permanent. One of the biggest items I've gone back and forth with is my mother. You know, I've had this silent hope that one day my mom will reach out to me and say hi, and, you know, well, she does say hi, but all she says is, "Hi, I love you." My desire is that my mom will not shun me, and I know that's not going to happen. So it's a very, very difficult thing because I'm holding on to this false hope. I'm holding on to something that's not going to happen. And it's honestly very unhealthy for me. So I have to come to terms with that. And it's very difficult. And if I decide to block her and across all networks, I can always unblock her in the future. But you want to make sure, and, you know, this is coming from my doctor. She did, you know, agree with me that to a certain extent you do want to put yourself first. You want to make sure that you are focused on your own mental health. You want to make sure that you're being wise in your decisions. And for me, remaining in the activism and remaining on social platforms, getting out there what I'm passionate about, it's very important to me, and it's honestly helping my healing process coming out of the Jehovah's Witness community. So if you're struggling, if you're going through something similar, reach out for help. There's different platforms. There's, of course, always doctors and therapists. There's prescription medicine. There's natural remedies. I have lots of friends that actually use marijuana as their anxiety medication, and it works for them. Personally, it didn't work for me. I just become stupid. So marijuana didn't work for me. I can't use it. I need actual prescription medicine in order to be a functioning human. But that doesn't mean it wouldn't work for somebody else. And so whatever your solution is, just make sure to reach out, talk to someone, even if it's private, you keep your name private and you put yourself out there on like Reddit or Facebook or wherever, and you use a private name, that's fine. Just remember to take care of your own mental health. Don't stay silent. Don't let it fester, because typically that's when things will become worse, and before long you're in a hole that's very difficult to come out of. So, love everybody. Be happy, and happy, safe mental thoughts.